Menu RX is for those looking to get in better shape, to lose weight, to just have better nutritional habits. The doctors and scientists that work for Menu RX are not trying to fit you into a point scale and have you buy their popcorn and pretzels. Menu RX puts you on a specific eating plan for your needs, your body type, and your goals. So for more information, check out menu-rx.com. Talk to Dr. Jake May and the rest of the team at Menu RX. Find out how they can help you. One-on-one consultations, and like I said, tailoring a specific diet plan, again, whether it's to get in better shape or lose weight, just for you and your body type. HSA and FSA payments are available, so check them out at menu-rx.com. That's menu-rx.com.
Over the last 2 weeks, guys, the last 15 days to be exact, Jose Ramirez has been red hot at the plate. If you look at these numbers, over his last 15 days, he's hitting .383, 18 hits, 3 homers, 8 RBIs, and OPS of 1.132. Jason, have you noticed anything different in Jose over the last 2 weeks? And really the last 30 days has been a lot better than he was to start the season. But of these last 2 weeks where he has been absolutely red hot at the plate, have you noticed anything different in his approach, in his swing that's led to some of these better results than we had seen prior when the season first started?
No, it's just baseball. Guys get hot, guys go cold, and he's on a tear right now. Jose's traditionally been a little bit of a slow starter. Actually got off to a pretty good start this year.
Yeah.
Considering his career norms in April. And it's just this. He'll go cold again, and he'll get hot again, and this is how baseball goes. And enjoy the hot streaks while they last, and hopefully the hits come at key times. The driving runs.
The better players will have the longer hot streaks than cold streaks. That's it. But every player, no matter how good he is, even Aaron Judge, who
he
nobody
will cool
can get out
off eventually,
right now.
I think.
I don't know why anybody's pitching to him.
They're not.
He hit a game-winning homer in the 8th inning yesterday. Why would you ever throw him a pitch?
He's having a lot of games.
He should be getting the Barry Bonds treatment right now.
He kind of is. He's getting a lot of games.
I got to be honest with y'all. The regular season is meaningless.
Here we go.
Untrue.
Jose has been great in the regular season,
That's
and I watched
true.
him in the postseason go cold. It's meaningless. I'm sorry. I got to be honest. I know what the analytics say, but I just got to be honest. It's baloney.
Hey, listen. The regular season is not meaningless in terms of it's hard to make the playoffs in baseball.
I agree with that.
If you want to say I don't care what Jose does in the regular season because he has not come through in the playoffs, I can't argue that. That's fair.
Aaron Judge has had a great regular season, and I watched him go cold in the postseason.
Yeah, he's been better than Jose in the playoffs, but yeah, I mean, it's fair to be critical of Jose. He's playing well right now. He was hurt earlier, too. He got banged up. Remember, he missed like a game or two? I think it was just one game he missed. I don't remember what he.
With the ankle, the knee or the ankle or whatever.
Yeah, when he took that weird stretch.
He came out of a game early, missed the game, and then came back.
Right, then he came back because he never. I mean, the guy's only missed. I think he's only been on the injured list once in his career, which is kind of crazy in baseball when everybody goes on the injured list. So he's playing great. There's nothing different. He's just probably feeling healthier. The weather's getting warmer, and he's heating up. Yeah. They had a bad day yesterday. Pitching was not good.
Kyle Manzardo hit a bomb.
Yeah, but they lost.
They did.
Had a chance to sweep the Brewers, and they got bombed.
What's the next series?
9-5.
It's Terry Francona and the Reds.
Oh, yeah.
It's rivalry
Friday. No game tonight. Back on track. 10-game road trip coming up, guys.
Yeah.
Starting with the
Reds stink right now.
The Red Hot Twins. I don't know how they did
Twins
yesterday.
won 10 in a row.
10 in a row, yeah.
They won both the doubleheader yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Detroit before welcoming the Dodgers.
You're not going to say. You're going to say Red Hot Twins and not say Red Hot Tigers?
I was say the
Tigers
Tigers
got the
on
best
fire
record in the American League.
Well, all I know is the Twins had won 10 in a row. I know the Tigers
but
won
the
again on a
Tigers
walk-off last
are
night.
winning 2/3 of their games.
Well, what are they in their last 10, Bull?
I don't care. They've been red hot longer. The season is not 10 games.
I would say they're hot, not red hot in the last 10.
Jeez.
Meaningless.
But that's a gauntlet. Take the schedule again, though, real quick.
We don't have 10 games under 500 teams making the playoffs in baseball.
Well,
Yeah.
when you guys look at this schedule,
Yeah.
Cincinnati on the season, slightly under 500. They're 20 and 24.
Yeah.
After that, you got a Twins team that's won 10 in a row.
Yeah.
You have the Tigers, who have 29 wins, the most in the major leagues.
Yep.
And then you have the Los Angeles Dodgers, excuse me, combining 2 and 1s. But the LA Dodgers,
Yeah,
who
that's
are 28, 15, with the second most wins in all of baseball. They're only 5-5 in their last 10, but
That
got
is
10
a-
games before they take on the
that's a-
Cleveland Guardians. That's a tough,
That is
tough
a-
stretch
That is
today.
a brutal schedule the way Minnesota's playing right now. They're playing well. It's a tough stretch. Cincinnati's not been that bad. They've been. I mean,
Man,
lately
they
they've
done
been
lost
bad.
to the White Sox like 2 out of 3
The White
games.
Sox are a little better.
They lost
this year.
on Pete
You know what's
Rose
interesting about the
night.
White Sox, kind of out of nowhere, Jason, is the White Sox starting pitching
They've
has been pretty
found some
solid.
pitching. Yeah.
Their bullpen still is nothing,
They could have had a good one if they would have signed.
and their lineup stinks. But
they could have picked up Sticks.
I'm shocked nobody claimed him.
beyond shocked for less than $2 million.
Yeah.
That's
Take
what
a
people
flyer
think
on
of
him.
him right now. But bad. It was a bad loss yesterday. They got smacked around a little bit. Overall, the pitching's been good for the Guardians. The division's really tough right now with Minnesota playing better. Obviously, Kansas City's played better. Look at that. Everybody over at least 3 games over 500. And while the White Sox are bad, they're not like what they were last year.
That's
Bad.
it. Wasn't
or
it-
Colorado. The Rock. Isn't it? This is amazing. The White Sox broke their major league record for
Losses.
losing percentage last year, right? They won 40 games.
The White
It's
Sox-
the least amount ever in a 162-game schedule. The Rockies are on pace to not even win 30. Or I don't know what they did yesterday. Did the Rockies finally win yesterday?
They lost. No, they are 1-9 in their last 10. They've lost 3 in a row. They are 7-36 on the season with a 163 win percentage and a minus 137 run differential.
That's
What's
all
their-
those numbers are worse than the White Sox.
What's their record since firing the manager?
Oh, and whatever.
0-2.
I thought they were. Oh, he got fired
that's
after
Sunday.
they
They won on
won and then
Sunday
fired
and
him.
then fired him after their
got you.
win, and then they're worse than the White Sox were last year. They have zero talent. They have 2 players I like in their lineup, Brenton Doyle and Hunter Goodman, who they're not going to trade because they're both like rookies or second-year guys. They don't have a single decent. They might have 1 or 2 decent arms in the pen, but you wouldn't know it because they never pitch in big spots. Their rotation, not only is their rotation awful, they've had the same rotation for years. These guys suck every year, and they stick with them. The rest of their lineup is an absolute abomination. Their owner is, all kidding aside, their owner is worse than Jimmy Haslam. He is lost. I don't even think they do analytics. As much as I'm crapping on analytics for basketball, I don't even think they do analytics with the Rockies.
They're very much stuck in the 90s.
Yeah, they are an embarrassing franchise, and I do think they're not. I don't think they're going to win 30 games. I'm going to say that right now.
I can't imagine being on that team.
Oh my God, they did Bud Black a favor.
Yeah.
They were interviewing. I was listening to MLB radio yesterday. They were interviewing Joe Madden, and we say from the outside, oh, they did him a favor. Joe Madden, who's friends with him, goes, yeah, they kind of did him a favor.
Yeah.
He still gets paid. He doesn't have to go to work there. I mean, like, if you're a player on the Colorado Rockies, oh my God,
Yeah.
like, how do you go to work every day?
You look at your paycheck.
That's it.
You look at your check
That's
account.
exactly what it is.
There's not a lot of guys in that team. They're making big money compared to most people.
Yeah.
But for baseball, there's not a lot of guys making money on
They
that
could turn
team.
around in a year. Y'all said the same thing about the A's last year. And they,
No, not this level. That was 2 years ago.
Oh,
with the
2
A's.
years ago, yeah.
They are my second favorite team now.
I like the A's.
I love the A's.
Yeah.
I watch a ton of their games.
They're improving. They're still going to finish under 500.
They just
I bet this year.
didn't they beat the Yankees? Or no, they playing the Dodgers. I think
Yankees
they beat the
playing the Mariners,
Dodgers.
They,
The A's are feisty. I bet you they still finish under 500, but not too
They got a good
far
lineup.
under.
They need more pitching.
They're
They got a good
improving.
lineup.
They're improving, yeah. And even the
JP
White Sox,
Sears.
there's signs of improvement. They're still going to be bad. White Sox will still lose 110 probably, 105 at least. But, man, the Rockies. I mean, I don't know how I got on the Rockies, but
I got a miscellaneous.
Last thing on the guards, because then we got our guest waiting in the wings. We'll bring in Frank Schwab here in a second.
Yeah.
But
I'll ask after that.
with the guards here,
Yeah.
and Jose getting hot, if Jose is playing at this level, which is he's in the MVP not conversation, but
he's not. No, there is no MVP.
I know
conversation.
because it's just Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
I know it's. I was gonna say conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't want to start this back and forth.
Yeah, okay.
But playing
fair.
at a level that is an all Major League Baseball caliber level, one of the best players in baseball.
All right.
Oh, I mean, over the last 2
I mean,
weeks. it's been
there's
awesome.
always there's probably 12 guys hitting like that for the last 2 weeks.
My question is,
Yeah.
if Jose, obviously not 383 for the rest
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
year,
go
but
ahead.
if he's playing at the peak Jose level, and you're getting some contributions from Manzardo, and Nolan Jones had 2 RBIs yesterday for the first time in forever. It's the first time I changed his graphic, and no joke, like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Does the Guardians lineup go from, this is ugly to, okay, respectable, or does that not really change?
It's still ugly.
No. Because when I think of the Guardians lineup, I assume, for the most part, Jose is going to be very good. So
What about if Gabby hit 17 home runs on the season?
you know what the sad part of this all is? And I'm answering your question by saying this. We talk about 17 home runs for a player on the Guardians as if that's some accomplishment. 17 home runs.
17 home runs.
That's nothing.
That's a guy that you're not expecting it from, though.
There are 22 players in Major League Baseball with double-digit home runs already.
Already.
What, he got 3?
Trent Grisham.
4.
He's got like 12,
I
didn't he?
need 13 more.
He's never hit more than 17 in a season. He has 12. By the way, he should have 13. Julio Rodriguez, I don't know if you guys saw this play,
great catch
went over the
yesterday.
fence to rob him of a home run yesterday. So, I mean,
What does Quan have home run wise?
I
Four, I think.
listen,
4. Yeah,
I'm not going to say I told you so, but I told you he wouldn't hit 20, and he's not going to hit 20.
I never said he was.
might still
Nobody said
He might still,
Who
but he won't.
said he was hitting 20?
I said he could.
Yeah, he could. Sure, he still could.
shit.
But he
Schneemann
won't.
is second on the Guardians with 5 home runs. So
Who is?
Daniel
The
Schneemann.
oil mechanic.
he don't like
No, he's
that.
not second.
He
What are you
don't
talking
like
about?
Oh, third. So behind
Yeah.
Manzardo and Jose, he's third with 5 home runs.
So he's
He didn't
5.
like that one.
That means the Guardians have 2 players on pace for 20 or more home runs.
Correct.
Because we're past the quarter pole.
By 1 game, yeah.
Come
See,
on.
Jones had, what was it, 3 or 4 exit velocities over 100 yesterday?
He's been doing that all season, though.
It's
I'm
coming.
not giving up
You know,
on
it's
him,
coming.
but
You feel that way for him, but not Gabby, though. That's crazy.
I like Gabby.
Gabby's analytics are bad.
don't
Unlike
care. What did I tell you?
Now he cares about analytics. Now he's back on him.
guys, Jason, is it fair to say that any analytic that says the Cavs are the best offensive team ever is being used improperly?
It was one measure.
But
It was one measure.
Okay.
It's not- they didn't say the best. They said
We
second
got our
best.
guest and Frank.
I'm
Schwab is
sorry.
an
Go
analytics
ahead.
guy,
Let's
so we're
bring
gonna
Frank
bring in
on.
our guest. If you
Yeah.
guys don't already follow the Ultimate Cleveland